Today, I want us to talk about the power of identity. In fact, I was meditating on the subject, and I think that is very, very important for us to understand the power there is in identity as a person or as a business person. Okay. When we talk about identity, I always remember this framework called the BDUHAV. What is the BDUHAV? The BDUHAV, it is to help us understand that in order for you to have what you want, you have to be able to produce or to take the actions that will produce the result that will get you to have what you need or what you desire. But to be able to take those actions, you have to become the person capable of taking those actions. What does that mean? It means that to have, I have to be able to do, and to do, I have to be the person. It means that I cannot do something I do not have the identity for, and I cannot produce something I do not have the capability of. And that is very important. And today I was reading in the passage of Luke in the Bible, and the story was quite amazing because Jesus sent 70 people, 70 of his disciples to many towns to preach the gospel of the kingdom. And when they went back, they were full of joy. They were amazed. They were elated because they said to Jesus that even demons were submitted to us. When we were praying for people who were sick, they were healed. When we were praying for people, miracles happened, and they were quite joyful, excited. And Jesus replied to them, yes, because I was seeing where I was seeing Satan falling like a lightning. But at the end of the story, he gave them, a recommendation. And that recommendation, I think, is very important for us as just humans, but for us as business people. He said to them, do not just rejoice because you have the authority. Do not just rejoice because demons are submitted to you in my name. Do not just rejoice because you are capable of producing these kind of amazing results in other people's lives. But rejoice more because your name is written in the book of life in heaven. And I was touched by that recommendation because it was saying to them, in other words, rejoice because of the identity you have that gives you the power to produce those results. It means that for him, your name being written in the book of life, it means that for him, having the identity of a child of the kingdom of God is more important than having the capability to produce miracles. And I asked myself, why is that important? And that is how I remembered the BDUHAV framework. The capability is the result of the identity. And the productivity, the results, are just the outcome of the capability. People, business people, are focused on what they want to have. If, for example, I ask you right now, what is your dream? I am sure that when you will start expressing your dream to me, it will have to do with something you want to have. When I ask someone, what is your dream? What is your dream? What is your dream? Many people will say to you, I want a new car, I want a big house, I want a great business, I want to have a good marriage, I have to have children. It's always about something we want to have. When I ask business people, what is your dream? What is your goal? I want more clients. I want to increase my sales. I want to do this. It's always about something we need or something we want to possess. And that is good. There is no problem with that. But we have also to understand that based on the principle of the identity, you will never be able to produce or to have what you want or what you desire if you do not have the capability that will allow you to produce those results. It's about seed and harvest. The identity is the seed that will produce the capability, and the capability is the seed that will produce the productivity. You will be able to increase your sales. You will be able to have what you need or what you desire because you are capable of doing what needs to be done. And you will be able to do that because you have the identity. Let me give you an example. If my identity is the identity of an apple, it means that I have the capability of producing apple trees and apples, right? Right? Yes. If my identity is the identity of an orange, it means that I have the capability of producing orange trees and oranges. My identity gives me a capability, and that capability allows me to produce some kind of results. And that is very important. It's also important when we look at it from another perspective. It means that if I want to increase my sales, I have to ask myself, what kind of capabilities or what kind of skills do I have to build in order to produce that? And what kind of person do I need to become to be able to produce those actions that will give me those results? If I want to have a successful business, I have first of all to become a successful business person. Because successful businesses are successful because they are run by successful people. Do you understand? A business do not become successful by itself. A business becomes successful because the person who runs it is successful as a person. It's about, first of all, the identity. When I am successful as a business person, I know what actions need to be taken in order to produce a successful business. You know what I mean? So, that is why it's very important to understand the principle of identity. If you have a goal as a business person, if you have a goal as an entrepreneur, and even as a simple person, and most of the time, as I told you, your goal will have to do with something you want to have, to possess, to acquire. You need to ask yourself, which kind of person do I need to become that will give me the capability to produce the result that I want? You see, you will never become, or you will never be able to have the trophies, the accolades, the awards of Serena Williams if you are not capable of producing the results of Serena Williams. And you will never be able to produce the results of Serena Williams if you don't have the identity of Serena Williams, if you do not think like Serena Williams, if you do not act like Serena Williams, if you don't have the same belief system, if you don't have the same attitudes. It's about the identity first. And when you understand your identity, it's very important. Why? Because nowadays, there are business people who understand, for example, the power of social media, the power of producing attractive and persuasive content. They understand that, but they have difficulties because they ask themselves, what will be my message? I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to write about. I don't know my voice. I don't know what is my message. You know, you can have a product, but your product can lead you to many kind of messages with just one product. Do you understand what I mean? You can have many marketing messages from just one product. But you have to choose one message that will define you. And many business people who are already successful and want to go to the next level, who understood or who understand right now the power of content marketing, the power of social media, the power of differentiating themselves through powerful and great and relevant content, have difficulties discovering what is their voice, what is their message. They have to talk about what will be their team, what will make them stand out in this noisy market. And one of the keys that can help them achieve that is to discover their identity. When you discover who you are as a business, as a brand, it will automatically define your message. It will automatically define your voice, define your tribe, define your audience, define the way you deliver content on social media. And that is very important. That is why understanding, discovering, and defining your identity is very important. And one of the things we have to understand also is that we can choose our identity. It's not something that is fixed. I can decide to change my identity. And if I can decide to change my identity, it means that I can decide to change my brand. And when I'm talking about brand, it's nothing else than the reputation of your name. So, you have a product, you don't know what will be your marketing message. You don't know what will be your positioning in the marketplace. You don't know what type of contents you have, what types of content you have to share and to create. Go back to your identity. When you discover who you are as a business people, who you are as a brand, who you are as a company, it will define and determine your message, your voice, your tribe, the kind of results you want to produce for other people. When you know your identity like Apple, when you know your identity like Nike, when you know your identity like Adidas, when you know your identity, you know also your message. An apple will never produce oranges. The simple fact that I know that I am an apple defines what kind of results I'm capable of producing. A fish can never dream about being able to fly. The fact that I have the identity of a fish means that my area of expression is water, is ocean, is rivers, because of my identity. Do you understand that? When you know your identity, it shows you where you are supposed to focus your energy on. What is your tribe? What is your category? What is your niche? If I am a fish, I understand automatically that my niche is not the air because I cannot fly. My niche is not the ground because I cannot walk and I cannot live outside of water. When I understand that my identity is the identity of a fish, I understand also that my area of expertise, my niche, where I am supposed to thrive, it is water, ocean. That is very important because nowadays many people have difficulties finding their niche. What is my niche? What is my niche? One of the best ways to find your niche as a business person is to understand your identity. Your identity will define your tribe. Your identity will show you your community. Your identity will define your capacity. Your identity will reveal your potential. Your identity will reveal the kind of results you can produce for other people. Your identity will define your message. Your identity will determine your voice. That is very important. And when I was reading that passage, where Jesus was saying to his disciples that you have to rejoice more of your status, your identity, than your capabilities, I understood once more the power of identity. It's great to have, it's great to be capable, but it's greater to be able to understand who I am. Because nowadays, the excellent way to stand out in the marketplace is to be different, to find your uniqueness. What makes you different from other brands, from other people, from other businesses. And when you understand that, it will help you to stand out. And no one else in the world can have your identity because you are unique. And you can use that uniqueness to define your brand. And you can use that positioning or that identity to define your niche, to define the results you can produce for other people, and to define your message. That is why it's more than important to know what is your identity.